with Ryan Companies. And I've got a little spin on the same story that David just told you. Many of the points are the same. But coming from a different perspective, I think there's a lot of you that can maybe understand it a little differently. I was thinking about how I had entitled this, and I think the best title of this brief presentation is Hell is Full of Good Intentions. So I got a call one day from a good buddy of mine, Terry Becker, who used to be the chair of Urban Homeworks. And he said, Ryan, I got to introduce you to this organization. And I really didn't know at that juncture that Colin Barr had been involved and currently sits on the board. But Terry asked us if we would come and help build a home on the north side, which is a great thing for a construction company, right? But it's a great bonding opportunity. And so I can distinctly remember that warm May day when we all gathered, and David was there leading the team. I think his real job was to make sure we didn't hurt ourselves on the job site. But we had fun, we bonded. But what I remember most vividly was, here's this guy at Urban Homeworks. He had a self-confidence about him. He had a smile from ear to ear, and he wasn't afraid to give Terry Becker a little grief from time to time. He called you the donut boy, I think. But by the end of the day, I knew that I wanted to get to know David better, and I didn't know what that journey would hold. So we got together for lunch down at the local downtown, and David told me a story. And out of that, he told me that he had been incarcerated, that he had, I think, one young child at the time, and he had relocated to the Twin Cities to build a better life, not only for himself, but for a child. I said, wow, who wouldn't be moved with that story? So at the end of the lunch, I suggested that maybe he would want to, you're giving me the time here, he suggested that maybe he should join the union and become an apprentice, and that we would sponsor him. And Jim Person, who runs our field operations, in fact, did that. And David became an apprentice in the union. I've got reports about his job performance from time to time, and they were good. Hard worker, he was punctual. And then JP came in to me one day and said, you know, he's been targeted the last couple of times. What should I do? I said, you know, we gave him a chance to deal with David the way you deal with anybody else. One day, David didn't show up for work. And the first time I've seen him since then is right now. You see, what I failed to recognize is that I wanted to give David an opportunity for a better life, not only from an altruistic standpoint, because we're looking for more diversity in our organization. Here's a bright, young, hard-working guy that could really make a contribution to the organization. But what he needed, beyond just the opportunity, he needed a community. And we didn't give him that. He needed a support structure to show him what it was like to manage money, to show him what it was like to show up for work on time, not just tomorrow, but every day. And we took that away from him when we coerced him to leave Urban Homeworks and join Ryan Companies. I think what happened there is a lot like Urban Homeworks approaches its job. It doesn't just build one home or community on a block. It builds out the whole block so that there's a community. When he was working for us as a laborer, as an apprentice carpenter, he was an island in and of himself. So David, I want to apologize. I didn't do my job. As I said, Ella's full of good intentions. I couldn't be happier for you. I couldn't be happier for the promotion you just received. And I think back, if you would have stayed at Urban Homers, you'd probably have Chad's job.